Hi, it's a Joey Reynolds rap. I should have Reynolds rap as a sponsor, but I didn't even ask them. Of course, it's a different kind of rap. Could be a bum rap, but you know something here. I'm wearing my Warner Brothers tie because they really need the help. You know, I got Bugs Bunny and yeah, what's up, Doc? You know, I got all these little characters that are uh, I don't know. They need help. You know, Disney's getting all the attention, and Warner Brothers only owns AT&T and HBO Max and DirecTV, and they own the music publishing. Spotify, I think, is theirs. You know, they really need some help. They need a corporate boost. Oh boy! Meanwhile, I'm sitting here worrying about Justin Bieber's wife. Why? I got my own problems. I don't worry about her. She's fine. You know, come on. They got plenty of money, plenty of publicity. Get out of here. They want to promote something else, though, so that everybody else can know where to go. I'm just a puppet for the industry. I'm in the radio business. I'm in television. I'm a puppet. I'm on CNN. I'm on Fox. I'm on drugs. You better get off of whatever you're on. I saw something. I got to talk to you about something. You know, I was watching last night. Public television has this series by Ken Burns about the war, and it's quite relevant now because we have one going on overseas, as you well know. So this series is run on different markets, different days. They take the tapes and they run them around the country, or the videos, and they transmit them in each market at a different time. The one in Miami showed the war yesterday. You may not have gotten that in New York or in California. You may be getting it next week. But this is a series about the war, and I'm watching this thing, and you know, after World War II, we won the war because we defeated Hitler in Berlin. We had the American flag, and we had the Russian flag, and we had the English flag, because the three of us were in cahoots. You know, Stalin, who was Russian, and we had Roosevelt, our president, and Churchill. They all were in on it, and they decided that they would let the Russians go in and take the glory first because they had the roughest time with Germany in all of history. They fought constantly, often. So they let the Russians go in and take the bow. So the Russians went in there, and what did they discover besides the other, I think there were 5 or 6 of the camps where they were burning people, not only Jews, and they were imprisoning them if they were enemies of the philosophy or the government, or they've done something wrong. They put them in these prison camps, and they starved them. They never gave them any food, and these people were all emaciated. And there was a hospital that where the Germans were experimenting with human beings and cutting them apart to learn stuff about us without having any regard. We do it with animals in laboratories, and we're very careful about it. They were doing it with human beings, so they had millions of people. And then they showed the ovens, and they were burning not only Jews, they were burning people. They were burning bodies and taking the ashes out. And then you see all of this is hard to watch. You know, I'd never seen all of this. I've done my show from Israel. I've been to many of the Jewish perform. I would say I've been to a lot of the Jewish culture, and I've never seen anything like it. It was just awful. It's you can't watch it. You see all of these millions of people, thousands of skeletons and bodies strewn all over. So the Russians came in and they saw all of this. So my question is, how could the Russians, as a country, as a Soviet Union came later, they took in part of Poland, they took all the other countries that were unto themselves and split it up. You know, we split it up. And they got Germany and half of it. We had Berlin. I think they had Berlin, and we had the Berlin Wall, is what they call it, you know, where we separated. But anyway, Russia went into the country and saw all of this first. They discovered all this. Then the Americans came in, and we photographed everything, and Eisenhower and nobody could believe what this guy was doing. How could the Russians go in and see all of this and be the first ones in on this Holocaust, which some people say didn't exist? They ought to watch that movie. And I don't know how the Russians could go in and do all of this and see the damage and yet continue to do this themselves in the Ukraine? Good question, isn't it? I mean, don't they know their own history? Didn't they know their own success, their own value? The Russian people came in and saw this destruction, including Poland, which right now is a friend of the NATO, you know, the national, the organization that's on the side of freedom. And I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get how the Russians can go ahead with this terrorism in the Ukraine, having experienced this after World War II. They ought to show those films. That would really that would be what they call a game changer. You know, a lot of games are changed right now, and one of them is on the light side is basketball. Magic Johnson gave himself the name Magic. Well, they started calling him that in Lansing, Michigan, when he was in high school. They said he was Magic. So I give myself a name. You know, Kreskin was the amazing Kreskin. You know, Magic Johnson, Schmuck Joey. No, that doesn't even rhyme. No, you got to have something that's a hook. You know, people remember you for that because of your excellence and the marvel of it all. You know, how you are the super person and you have this great name. Nobody ever forgets the name. So I'm watching the documentary on Magic Johnson, and it shows that he was Irvin Johnson at home, but Magic Johnson in basketball. And I thought, yeah, that's good. That's split personality. That would be good for therapy for me. I got Joey Pinto, Joey Reynolds. Yeah, oh yeah, no problem. Let me have a little division in myself here. You know, the left side thinks this, the right side thinks that. Of course, that's the way it is with our governments anyway. So we may as well just jump into the ball game with social differences. Women are jumping into the boxing game now, but I remember I had done some work with May, Cassius Clay's daughter, who was a singer, a poet, songwriter. And she was very clever, but not a boxer. Her daughter Layla is the boxer, and she came in and started to. It was women's boxing. I don't know that I want to see women fighting men. Well, only in the home, you know. You don't want to see that in the ring. It's kind of like, you know, come on. Hitting a woman is not a good thing. Or a woman hitting a man is not a good thing either. Come to think of it. You know, they call that bitch slapping. We don't want that. A new event for Olympic bitch slapping. Yay. We should do that with Congress. Just line them all up and just slap them silly until, well, they are silly. Slap them into reality here. All right, that's my little Saturday contribution from the Funhouse. I just wanted to mention the whole thing that I experienced with the Russians and the Holocaust, and wondering how this could go on with that particular country, knowing what they were when they were on the other side. So that's it. It's a flip side. That's my old disc jockey days. The Joey Reynolds rap.